Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to me picking my June TBR. Granted, May did feel like it was like 5 months long, so there is that, but I just can't believe that we're in June already. If you don't know the lore of my TBR videos, I used to do a TBR jar, and I changed to the wheel, but I ended up doing all of the books on my TBR instead of prompts, so it just chose it itself. It wasn't the funnest thing in the entire world. It also wasn't effective. I'm not gonna lie, my monthly TBRs aren't that effective anyway. They are really fun to make, and so I did like the concept of having all of the books on my TBR on a wheel, but I think I have a different concept for a reading vlog that includes that, which if you've been on Book Talk recently, you know what I'm talking about. You put all of the books on your physical TBR on a wheel and it chooses the book that you are going to read right then and there. So I kind of want to do that for a reading vlog possibly. And Dylan Joseph on TikTok did create this trend, I believe, and I love him and his videos. So I do want to do that sometime this month. I still want to make my monthly TBR with my fun little prompts. I don't know if it's that effective, if I'm being completely honest, but I have bought a decent amount of new books, so this one hopefully will be pretty fun. And I don't even want to talk about last month's TBR because yeah, we just have not been successful recently. I'm feeling good about this one, okay? This month, I graduated college, had a lot of other things going on this month. Next month, literally have nothing going on, so it will be full of reading. So hopefully I can finally tackle my TBR. That's enough yapping. Let's get started on choosing my TBR. So it's now time to spin for our first prompt. And I'm kind of hoping for some romance this month. If I'm... There's no way. I was saying, I really want some romance this month. I'm feeling in a romance mood. I haven't been in a romance mood in a very long time. Recently, I have not been in a fantasy mood, which is actually incredibly depressing because I've been in a fantasy mood for about 2 years now. Haven't fallen out of it. Recently, I'm falling out of a fantasy mood just a little bit. The books just kind of feel like it's recycling the same thing over and over again. So I'm just tired of fantasy right now, if I'm completely honest. Still want some on my TBR because I still love fantasy, but recently they just have not been hitting. Anyways, so the first prompt is romance, and that is the most broad prompt I think I could have gotten. I have romance and fantasy on there, so that is the most broad that I could have gotten, so that makes my life a little bit easier. These two specifically, I just bought literally last week, I think. It is Ready or Not and One Golden Summer, and I really want to read both of these. Obviously, I feel like I'll get to them this month anyways, because I am going to the beach for about a week in 2 weeks, so I need some summer romances. And then I think that's about it. I honestly don't really have too many romances on my physical TBR. I mean, I have some that I have definitely been avoiding, but like I think these are the only romances that like I'm actually in the mood for. One is set in New York City, and recently I've been really craving to go back to New York City, so I do really want to pick that up. And then One Golden Summer, I just finished Every Summer After, and a reading vlog that went up this week actually. Every Summer After, I really loved it until the ending. If you know, you know. I did really love the book. I've been hearing really good things about this book specifically, and the cover is just beautiful. Like, look. Okay, I feel like I'm pretty settled on One Golden Summer. Now I'm hoping I get another prompt where I can choose this book. This one is the romance that I have been wanting to read recently. The issue is that there is a seasonal prompt that is a book that is set in the season that we're in, and I don't think I have another summer book, but I think that's an issue that we can come to. Oh, there is Summer Friday. I don't know why I'm thinking ahead, but that little bit of me is like, maybe I should pick this one. And what if I don't get a prompt that correlates to this? There are just multiple that could go with this one, so I don't know. I'm just gonna go with One Golden Summer. I'm gonna stop overthinking it. This is the one that I immediately wanted to go with, so this is the one that we will be going with. I'm gonna start my stack behind me. I think that looks fine. And then we're gonna put this one back. For now, I'm hoping to get it again. Now time to spin for the next prompt. Why am I getting the broad prompts? I wanted the more specific prompts, not the broad prompts. Ugh, okay, so we got a fantasy, and as you can see, we do in fact have an abundance. This is why I didn't want the broad prompts, because there are more specific prompts. I don't want to choose a book that could go with the other prompts, you know? I almost want to respin this. Should I let myself respin that? I'm gonna let myself respin that. I feel like that might be cheating. I really just don't want another broad prompt, like at all. We're spinning again. I don't care. This is my own thing. Guys, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Oh my god. Okay, so wait, this is not fun. I mean, this is fun. I love doing this, but like, I'm not getting the ones that I wanted. Okay, so Summer Fridays is the summer, obviously. This is also set in New York, so beautiful. Okay, I think my only option is Summer Fridays, which I'm not mad about. I have been wanting to read it. So I think I have to choose Summer Fridays. Like I said, this is also set in New York, so that's exciting. And I have been wanting to read this. And honestly, I don't think it's that long. Yeah, it's under 400 pages. I've heard really good things about this book. So we're gonna go with this one. Obviously, it's the only option that I have. But so far we have 2 summer books, which I'm not mad about. I wanted both of those books, but I want different prompts. I want this to be fun. Now it is time to spend for our third prompt. I think I'm gonna do 5. This is just great. This is still not very specific, but it is, we're getting somewhere. So I have quite a bit of books I've been wanting to pick up. A piece of me wants to go with Ready or Not, okay, because I have been wanting to pick it up. So we're gonna add this to my stack right here. Ooh. Legendborn is one that I've been really wanting to read too. The second book in Poppy War, I've also obviously really been wanting to pick up, but I do have a prompt where it's continuing series, and I think that that would be the one that I choose. I don't know why I'm prepping for the future prompts, but that is where I'm going with it. And then I think that's about it. I've also been really wanting to start Cassie Clare. I haven't read any of her books. I don't know what the reading order is. I think the reading order is the first 3 books in Mortal Instruments, and then reading the Infernal Devices trilogy and reading the rest of Mortal Instruments. I think that that's the reading order. Okay, so the 3 that I have, which is kind of a random stack, we have Ready or Not, Legendborn, and then City of Bones, which is the first book in the Mortal Instruments. Switch it up. I feel like I'm between these 2, because obviously, like we know, I do want to read Ready or Not really bad, but I feel like I've been really wanting to pick up these 2 more, if that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna put back Ready or Not for now. Hopefully I can pick it, but I think that these 2 are ones that I've been just getting FOMO since I haven't read them. So I don't know which one though. I don't know which one I've been wanting to read more. I feel like I'm falling on Legendborn a little bit. I have been really wanting to pick this up. I think we're gonna go with Legendborn. This has been on my TBR for several months in a row, I think. This is the 3rd book for my June TBR. And now to spend for the 4th prompt. And I don't really know what I'm hoping for except for, oh, first book in a series. Okay. This goes with a lot of stuff actually. It does go with Mortal Instruments. It goes with Mistborn, Darker Shade of Magic as well, Jade City, Shadow and Bone. Wow, I have the first book in a lot of series. Serpent and Dove, Foul Lady Fortune, Curse of Saints, Shadow in the Ember. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna start making a stack. So first book on the stack to choose from, we have A Shadow in the Ember. I have yet to read this series. I've read all of the Blood and Ash books that are out right now, but I have yet to read this series because I didn't know this series existed until I was on the last book of Blood and Ash. So I have yet to read this, but I do really want to read it. She is just huge, I think. I have A Darker Shade of Magic, which I feel like I want to save this till like August, September, because I feel like this is more of like a fall-ish book. I don't know. I don't really read books based on the season, if I'm being completely honest. I could choose this, but I also have another reading vlog in mind because in October I'm going to the UK. I'm going to England and Scotland, and I kind of want to do a reading vlog where I read books that are set in those places. This is set in London, so I feel like I want to save it for that. And then obviously we have City of Bones, but I am between these 2. I just don't know which one I'm going to choose. I think we're gonna go with City of Bones. Okay, so we have the 4th book of June's TBR. Now it is time for the 5th and final prompt. I'm kind of nervous. I don't really This was the prompt that I was hoping I got because I love this cover. But let me just look around to like double check that this is the one that I'd like to choose. But I think that this is my favorite cover out of any of these, really. I think that this is gonna be our 5th book on the TBR. I think that this is a great choice, and I'm so glad that I got this prompt. And I don't know if I'm just feeling a little overambitious because I kind of want to choose another one. Uh-oh. See, this doesn't look too intimidating to me because I know for a fact I will read at least 3 of these, and I feel like I want to give myself another choice. I just really like spinning the wheel. So we're gonna choose another prompt, and I'm not regretting it. But we're gonna spin for a 6th prompt because I'm just having a lot of fun right now. I always have fun during this. Guys, why have I gotten every single prompt that I wanted? This is crazy. Okay, so we got continuing a series, and like I said, we have the 2nd book in the Poppy War. I don't think there's really any other. Oh, there is. There's multiple on here, actually. We also have Inadequate Air, which I did start this book. I was listening to the audiobook, and then I just kind of stopped listening to the audiobook. So I am a little bit in. I'm literally 30 pages in. And then we have A Curse Carved in Bone, and then Air. And I do really, really want to read this book. I went to the signing for this book release. But this is the 2nd book in the Fate Inked in Blood duology. So it's the Saga of the Unfated is what the duology is called. These are also by the same author. I think between these two, this one I'm more likely to choose, so we're just gonna put that one back right there. And we also have Air, which if you guys know, you know I've been obsessed with an Ember in the Ashes series. I absolutely love it. This is a book that takes place 20 years after the last book, I think. Completely different characters, but it is still based in the world, so it's still a part of the series in my head. But I do kind of want to save it. It's like the last book in the Ember and the Ashes, so I kind of just want to save it when I want to go back into that world. Okay, so it's between Curse Carved in Bone and then Dragon Republic, because this one I will listen to in audiobook form. I just realized that the cover's damaged. No. When did that happen? Do you see that right there? When did that happen? Whatever. But I am definitely choosing this book. For sure. I've been really, really wanting to read this, actually. I definitely would have read this book this month anyways, so might as well put it on my TBR. Wait, why do the books kind of look really good together? We have kind of a color scheme going on. Why am I kind of obsessed with June's TBR? I am feeling confident in this TBR. Will I finish every single book? Most likely not. But I'm feeling confident that I will finish most of them because these are all books I actually really, really, really want to read. Dare I say this is the best monthly TBR that I've ever had. As always, I'm going to do a quick little recap of every single book on my TBR for June. So the first one is One Golden Summer, Summer Fridays, Legendborn, City of Bones, Ready or Not, and then the Dragon Republic. If you guys want to keep up in real time of me giving updates on these books and reviewing these books, follow me on Goodreads and Fable. They are always linked below. Also, if you want to hear me yap a little bit too much about books, make sure you guys subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.